And I got suspended because I smacked some dude in the face. And my dad goes, what the f are you fighting for in school? I didn't even send you to fight, you know? He gives me this lecture. I don't want to go on about it. And I go, Dad, nobody in school likes me. He goes, well, get ready. He goes, because you're you and nobody likes you. So when you go into the real life, guess what? People are still not going to like you. And I was like, but they're mean. He goes, but they're mean. He goes, yeah, because you're annoying. Shut the up and maybe nobody will talk to you.
I'm not, because there's so many wires hitting my knees.
Yeah, well,
it had to do with the problem that we had in the last episode with Casey.
Right.
Welcome back to Impulsive, #1 podcast in the world. You know it. You hopefully you like it. Subscribe. If you saw the last episode with Casey Neistat, so unfortunate. It sounded like we did the podcast
underwater
in a cave.
Yeah,
in an underwater cave.
Yeah, an underwater cavern.
Yeah,
SpongeBob pineapple house.
Sucks.
What's it called? This house?
SpongeBob's house.
Yeah, there's no name for it. So I'm thinking of the bottom, pineapple bottom. Let's start over.
Yeah, sorry.
Or let's not. I'm old. I watched Rugrats and shit. I didn't watch SpongeBob.
You watch Rugrats?
Yeah, Rugrats, Doug. People say I look like Skeeter. People say I look like Skeeter because of the nose.
Yeah, but it sucks because the Casey Neistat episode, it just the sound quality was not good, and it sucks that we did Casey like that. And if you saw in the description, I said, hey guys, we're sorry about the audio on this podcast, but don't blame me. Blame Cast Media. Like, I just, I could not take accountability for it because it's not my fault. And so Colin, you know, the head of Cast Media, they're awesome. The only reason I have a podcast is because Colin from Cast Media told me you should start a podcast. Like, shout out Colin. I'm sorry I threw you under the bus. But I had to.
Under the bus.
Because for the first time in my life, I wasn't the one who made the mistake. But yet, we're the ones who get yelled at. Fuck this podcast. The audio is so shit.
Hang on, man.
You suck.
I don't know if you know this or not. I'm going to get yelled at no matter what happens on the podcast. Whether it sounds good, bad, guess is good, it doesn't matter.
I had to point the blame at someone. But Travis, you're champ. Travis, you're champ. I mean that. It's just, I don't know what happened. We'll figure out the wires touching my knees. This wire's touching my knees.
We got bigger problems than wires touching your knees.
Yeah, Mac, if you noticed, 2 minutes into this podcast has left us. My best friend since first grade and the third co-host of Impulsive, Mac the Pilgrim Artist, is gone. If you're in the Maverick Club, you'd know this. He moved back to Cleveland to continue his art career. Obviously, incredibly excited to see what he does. If you guys want to follow his journey, and you should, it's going to be an exciting one. His Instagram's @Macklin. He is a special kid in that, like, we are truly impulsive. It's the name of the show. Yeah. It really is, bro. Like, we talk about the most random shit at the most random times, and nothing is incredibly coherent. Yeah. And Mac is more of like a grounded, let's say, regular person. We're fucked up.
He's focused. He's disciplined. He's got a goal in life. He knows exactly what he wants to do.
You got to respect that. I respect the shit out of that. Anyone who knows exactly what they want to do and believes in it enough to chase it wholeheartedly, you got to respect it.
The only thing that he did say that stuck out to me was he was moving on to bigger and better things.
I
don't know, to be honest. I know he's moving on to cool things, but at the end of the day, what's bigger and better than Impulsive? It's the number one podcast in the world.
These are just stats.
It's just facts, man.
I hear what he's saying, but it's just impossible. Hit that subscribe button. Here's the good news. We have found a third co-host already. Ladies and gentlemen, you've waited for this moment, and I have too. He's an excellent, excellent human being. One of my best friends, probably even more impulsive than both Mike and I combined. He did a fantastic job on the last episode. A 10 out of 10 performance. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the third co-host of Impulsive, my best friend, George Janko.
Let's go. George. Guys, I have like big shoes to fill now, huh?
Yeah, you do. That seat has been filled by many people. That mic has been in many people's mouths, specifically Riley Reed.
Is that why it smells like that?
Oh. Does it smell?
Nah, I can't smell it. I had COVID.
Can you move the shirt? What was that?
Fuck you guys. Oh, what is it?
What was that?
I don't even do that.
What is it?
I don't know. Pick it up, 3 slot.
What is that?
Oh,
Oh, wow.
smearing off ice.
I
hate to see
should've
something like that
fucking
happen.
known. Guys, I'm gonna get drunk off this. I don't drink.
Hey man, welcome to
How did you
Impulsive,
have
bro.
that? I feel like this has been a setup, and it's so nicely cold.
Yeah, we planned the whole thing.
Fucking
You're gonna go ahead and
shit. Well, my
have to-
mom's watching this. You know, this is a step up. I was just on, Good Day, New York.
Saw
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And now
Congrats.
I'm on the Impulsive show with you delinquents,
Yep.
which I feel like I'm at home, guys.
You're a movie star now, and I actually think you may be taking a step back by coming on a podcast.
I was so excited. I had both the drinks in my hand because you guys went through all the big cups, so I brought two. I had this drink in my hand. I was like, "This is fucking great. I want to know what they're gonna hype me up before I get on." And then you guys were just like, the only normal one left, the guy who actually has something good in his life. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm not like you guys.
No, bro, you're unpredictable, just like us. That's why you fit. I think that's why on the 6ix9ine episode it was so good and you performed so well. But I'm talking too much. I think you got something to do, right?
No, I was just listening to it.
No, I think you need to drink that.
Wait, so what did he do? Do you have to chug the whole thing?
You have never been iced?
Never.
I would
You
put
ever-
1 foot up on the counter. Put 1 foot up on the counter.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
I would
that's
say
good.
standing, but that works.
That's fine.
And chug the motherfucker. Too.
Oh, I get it. Okay, fuck you guys.
Normally you take a knee, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, I know.
I'm
but
like
you're not
5'5".
gonna be able to-
If
you're
I
not
take a
gonna-
knee, it's gonna look like this.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be able to see him. You're not going to be able to see him.
That's the bottle. Fucking ass. Okay, do I have to take a knee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well do it for
I'm
tradition.
gonna look like I'm gagging.
That's fine. You wouldn't be the first person in the 3 slot.
Yeah, you're right.
That a boy.
There you go.
That a boy.
There you go.
Down the hatch. George didn't go to college, so and he never got to have this experience. What are you doing?
Well,
It's so cold.
It's Kool-Aid, man.
That a boy. I hope we don't get demonetized from this. Speaking of monetization,
you
while
got?
he goes ahead and drinks that,
What do you got?
the 6ix9ine episode got a lot of views. It's
Yeah.
our #1 podcast
Great
now.
episode.
You're welcome.
Audience retention was fantastic.
Yep.
Do you know what that means when you get a lot of views and the audience retention is great?
High
The #1
CPMs.
podcast in the world.
Facts?
High CPMs, high ad revenue.
Very high.
Similar.
My eyes are watering. Fuck you guys. It's so cold.
you got it.
Where the fuck did you put this?
Bro, he wanted to shoot paintball guns at you.
We should do a proper hazing. A proper hazing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This
Mike.
you think he would OU guy right here.
Yeah.
You think this would have stood up in OU? Would he be in the frat?
He made fun
for
of no,
one
absolutely
for
not.
one ice.
No, absolutely
You
not.
should have a fucking blindfold on.
That a boy.
Just watch the TV. Or you'll have to pay for a new one. Good job, George. Welcome to
Welcome
Impulsive.
to Impulsive, Georgie.
Wow. Okay, that was cold. But thanks, man. Fuck.
You are a movie star now, bro. I want to talk about this real quick, and I don't mean to plug your movie.
No,
as the
please
as
do
the
it.
as the first thing that we've done when you're on the show. But you were on Good Morning New York today.
Yeah.
With our friend LJ's mom.
Yes,
Because
yes.
your movie is climbing the charts. Your movie is called No Escape.
Yep, it's #3 right now in horror and in horror, FYI.
Nice.
He's drunk.
Yeah, it's already. My eyes are like, I can't tell if I'm drunk or really fucking cold. Yeah, dude, it was just my first movie, bro. So
Yeah.
it was a dream come true just to be on set, and for it to do fucking crazy like this is just. I want to say a huge blessing.
It's cool to have met you at LA Fitness and then watch your journey and watch your progression and growth. It's cool to do that with all my friends. You, Mac, George, every other friend I've had. And I saw the movie.
You were one of
Forever-
the first. You were one of the first people to watch it. Yeah.
And for everyone who doesn't know, they say in Hollywood it's a miracle to make a good movie. It's like literally like a miracle happens. It is so hard to make a good film.
Yeah.
It is so I've done a lot and none of them were good.
No, not true. I like that. I true. I swear I did.
The thing was okay.
You didn't like airplane
it's-
mode?
That was fucking terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was. You know what? I was upset that I didn't get a bigger part of the movie because you wanted to give me that one line.
Yeah.
And then it was our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ came to me and he's like, "Don't do it.
Don't do it. I wish he told me the same thing.
Don't do it."
I wish he would have been interacting with me. In
Nah.
that way.
I can't- yeah. It was. I love you.
So, well, listen, bro. It must be nice because your first movie that came out is phenomenal. And I'm not just saying this. It's called No Escape. It's on iTunes. It's
No,
number
he's
3
definitely
in
not
the-
just saying this because he shit on all my other dreams. Like I
We
can't
should
be a
talk about
musician.
that.
Hold on a second.
We should talk about
Hold
that.
on a second. I have this thing where like with people I love,
Yeah.
and my boys,
Mhm.
I prefer to be honest with them.
And you know what? That's shaped me out to be a great person.
I prefer to be candid, and I always lead with this. Hey, this is my opinion. Remember I
could
said
be
this?
wrong.
Yo,
I said
anytime you hear Logan say, "This is my opinion," your feelings will get hurt. It always starts that way because he thinks it sounds nice, but it's not. He's just indicating what he feels.
Life is hard. Candid conversation, honest conversation with friends is the only way to improve and continue growing. It's part of the reason that I've been able to adapt and literally like go through so many stages of evolution as a human because my friends have been honest with me. Him, Jeff, everyone around me. There's just Hayden. If I send him a shit vlog, he goes, "Yo, mate, this vlog fucking sucks. Where's your head at?" Like, bro, we're all just. The problem I think with most people is they take everything so personally.
Yep.
Like, I'm not attacking you. I'm giving you constructive criticism. And I didn't shit on your dreams. I said, hey, this is my opinion. I could be wrong, but you are so funny and you have the comedy chops. And when I hear your music, I don't know if it has the potential to be the greatest of the great, top tier music.
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if it wasn't for that conversation, I wouldn't have chased acting because acting wasn't really on my like schedule of life. Being a comedian wasn't on my schedule of life. It was just something I was natural at. And when you were like, yo, you should do this, and I did it, and it was just working out, I was like, all right, maybe this is what I need to do.
Yeah. And remember, I said, by the way, bro, I'm giving you this feedback, and I know this sucks to hear. Because like, yo, taking and receiving character notes is
So
the
hard.
hardest thing in the world.
So I still,
But wait, how did I
we've been through years.
How did I
and years.
handle that? How did I handle that? I handled it well. I kind of just took it and I worked on it.
Well, there was a couple options. One is you take the note, you go, okay, I may start thinking differently about what I want to do.
Yeah.
Two is you go, fuck you, I'm gonna prove Logan wrong.
Yep.
which works too, because a lot of people do that. They take that route where they look at the person as like a naysayer.
Yeah, true.
Or a hater or whatever.
Totally.
But you're his best friend, so he doesn't have that option there. Or what was the third one? You're gonna say or three.
I actually
You only had two.
I actually don't remember.
Kid has always been a standout actor.
Phenomenal.
Always been
Since
a
day
standout
one, bro.
actor.
Since day one.
Like I remember he would come into the kitchen in here and just pick up a roll in a second. Pick
a
up a roll,
second.
turn it on. And I would watch him and be like, yo, this kid has chops. His good acting chops. Great acting chops.
Yeah, I love you guys. I should come on here more often.
There's-
Oh, wait. I'm here every day.
Yeah. But there's something about following your natural gift that I don't think a lot of humans are blessed with the opportunity to do. How is that possible? That's my dad.
GP.
He calls me 5 times a day. You know that?
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know.
And he's in Ohio right now.
And you always answer. You love GP.
I do love him. I do love him a lot. We started talking about taxes last night. Big boy conversations. I'm growing up.
Taxes, you said?
Yeah.
Or
The point.
taxis?
The point is this. Both.
You're behind on one of them.
The point is this. You're a phenomenal actor. I'm glad you've found somewhat of a niche. Let's see what happens with it, right? His movie's called No Escape. I know you're in quarantine right now. We all are, except Alabama. You're not doing
Actually,
anything.
and Texas. And that's why I'm going. I'm going to Texas.
Oh, really?
I'm going to Dallas, Texas. I actually wrote it here. This is one of my notes. I just want to say, anybody who's in Dallas, Texas, I said that wrong.
You could say it however you want.
chug
Test
this.
it. Test
It's
it.
because of the
Chug this
fucking
Smirnoff
beer you
Ice,
gave me.
yeah.
I'm already slurring. I'm a lightweight.
You are.
I'm a super
You're
lightweight.
such a lightweight.
But basically, like, this movie came out and it was really cool, and I want to experience it with fans. That's why we did the drive-in thing.
Yeah.
And so that was such a success that I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this in a lot of cities that are open and safe. We're gonna take the steps to make it safe. And the first stop that we're doing is Studio Movie Grill on Northwest Highway, I guess.
You just can't read right now because
You're hammered.
I'm hazed.
You're smoked.
Yeah, you're fine.
smoked.
It's fine. You're plastered. It's good. But yeah, please. I told George, I want you guys to make this happen.
Are you crying?
I think so. I said, when you come on Impulsive, I'm gonna plug your movie, and it's gonna go to #1 in the whole
Yes,
genre.
guys. It has to go number one.
So whether or not
It's number
you want
3.
to,
You know how close that is?
Yeah.
It's 2 away.
it's gonna make it.
It's quick math.
No Escape on iTunes. But yeah, bro, I admire that. Meeting up with fans and hanging out with people.
Have to, bro. Have to. You have any idea how cool it was to be in that parking lot? People dapping me up. One, wearing clothing that I put out.
Sure.
That's sick.
Sure.
But for people to be naming the vines that me and you did and said, yo, I always knew you were going to be in the movies.
Yep.
And it fucking happened.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it with them. I have to. I have to.
I can relate. Guess
Yeah.
what I did this past weekend?
Talk to me.
Me and the squad went to Colorado.
Lies. I wasn't there. Who's the squad? Cat. Fuck you, dude. I never get invited
on a
anymore.
movie tour.
Sorry, me and Team Maverick.
You're on a movie
Me
tour,
and Team
George.
Maverick.
What the fuck am I?
You're Bubba Town.
Not true.
We went to Colorado to give Joe. And by the way, we've been calling him Joseph. He kind of like
He
was
doesn't like
he
Joseph.
goes. By the way, bro, people call me Joe. And I was like, all right. So
So who's Joseph?
Joe? We gave him. He won my Dodge Challenger. He was in the Maverick.
Oh,
Club.
nice. Wait, this guy corrected you after you gave him car keys?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, thanks. By the way, it's fucking Joe. Okay.
Yeah, you got yeah. But he was the perfect recipient. Like honestly, incredible human being. I told him because we took a couple other Maverick members out to dinner. It was our first members dinner. And by the way, I'm not just saying this. It was one of the coolest experiences of my life. We just had an awesome time. Got to spend time with just really down to earth, cool people.
Yeah.
And Joe was so grateful for his gift, and he's a car buff, and it was almost like something aligned in a weird way.
He knew more about the car when he got it
than I did.
Immediately than you did.
I had no idea what he was saying.
438 cubic inch hyper compressed Android. I'm like, what the? This kid knows every single thing about the car, dude.
That's great. And I'm happy that it went to somebody that could cherish it. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
what I told him.
Yeah,
that's what I told him. But yeah,
also,
one of the members, Jonathan, at the end of the dinner, took the watch he was wearing off his wrist, like a $500 watch, and gave it to Joe because it was his birthday too.
Wow.
So we celebrated, and it was cool.
Did they know each other before that?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the coolest part. It's cool to see the
camaraderie.
The camaraderie and like the community grow and the community interact with each other. Like who knows how many friendships are going to be formed just out of the people inside the club because they have a common interest in that. They just support and like the things that we do.
Yeah, yeah. Especially now, guys, please be nice to each other. Like you don't know what's happening in somebody's household. So, like, if you're going to go that extra step to be, like, super nice, hold the door open. Like, a lot of people don't hold the door open for other people anymore.
This is a tall order. You're on show number 1, and you are telling America to be kind to each other.
Yeah.
This is...
I have to.
I love it. I'm happy you're doing it, but we have a shortness of kindness going on in this country right now. It is a
Then I guess this is time for me to kick in a little.
I love it.
A little overnotch. You know what made me sad is I did, like, 2 days ago, held the door for an old lady, and she sat there for 5 minutes explaining how nice I was.
Yeah, because no one's done that
like, what the fuck?
bro, we are in a dark time in this country right now.
Yeah, but this is when we need to shine the brightest.
Oh, no, facts.
And that's why Ellen is back. And on that note, she said,
"What the hell? How is she back? Isn't she a bully?"
No. She said she came on the show and she addressed it.
How'd she address it?
It was about a 4-minute spiel about how she basically signed up to be the Be Kind lady. That was her slogan. That was the message she wanted to promote.
Wait, she went up and she's like, "I'm not sorry."
She basically said like, "Don't do that, because you're obligated to always be kind." This is what she said. I'm just reiterating. Basically, she's like, "Yo, I have days where I'm sad. I have days where I'm impatient, and I hate those days because I hate waiting for them." Like, what she made a joke. It was funny, but she addressed her controversies in a way that I liked.
It read.
I liked, bro. I mean, I don't know if it warrants like maybe some of her alleged behavior, but bro, she's a human. Like people forget celebrities.
I have bad days. We've seen him on the show. We've seen him on the show.
Canceling people thing. I'm done with it.
No, absolutely. But my question is this: there's 2 different cats at play there. There's Ellen, the host, who's having a bad day and maybe off on her monologue, but then there's Ellen, the CEO and director of an organization that has systemic issues within it. Did she address both of those? I didn't watch the monologue.
Yeah, because it was the people that worked with her.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like having a bad day is not an excuse for your director of talent to be.
Well, because here's how it works.
She's told people to chew gum.
Yeah, but here's how it works.
When you chew gum?
No, when you get canceled or exposed for one thing, this happened to me.
A bunch of people come out.
No. They tend to dive fully into all the shit that you fucked up. So when the Ellen show got called out for the misconduct that was happening behind the scenes, people called her out and said, "Yo, yeah, she tells me to chew gum if my breath stinks and tells me to go home before I enter her office."
That's kind of funny.
I might do the same.
Also, like, if you have like a stinky breath, like shut up.
Well, hey, but is that part of the candid conversation we were talking about earlier? Like, is Ellen just being a homie? Like, hey, yo, chew gum. You got to chew gum. Your breath smells.
Also, this is what I don't like. It's how you paint it for the viewer. But in reality, she might have just kindly made a joke to him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like, also, chew some gum. I know you just had some ribs. And all they said is, she came into my office one day, punched me in the forehead and threw a gum in my mouth and said, "You fucking chew it, bitch." But that never really happened.
It's all in how you say it. I mean, the way that it was explained is that she was kind of a short, like spoken, like not
sometimes
nice person.
Sometimes sour. Yeah. But she said, and this is to answer your question, she said she's working on it. She said she's a work in progress, just like the rest of us. And we're humans.
That won't work.
She's not wrong.
That doesn't work in this day and age. No one wants work in progress. You're in Hollywood.
Also, guys,
you have to be fucking perfect or you're canceled.
100%.
No one wants to hear a fucking work in progress. No one wants to hear that. Dude.
Also, do you guys know what happened to
That's
Ellen?
the problem.
Or no?
What?
Like what happened to her before she became like super successful? Like she had a TV show and she got like booted off of it.
Because she came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like maybe she has thick skin because she's been through so much shit, bro. Imagine being you and they're like, yo, we don't like you. We're done working with you.
Right.
And then everybody in your friends and family let go of you. And then so when you come back to be on top, maybe you're kind of like, yo, I kind of got to be a dick to keep these people away from me. Maybe she's working on it because it's a personal issue that she deep down can't trust people or be nice to people because she's scared of opening up to them again. We don't know this.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I will tell you this, being on a stage like that and having a responsibility like that is hard. It's hard. Like as cliche as it is, with great power comes great responsibility, and sometimes it's mishandled. That's all it is. And sometimes bro, sometimes people like feel like being like assholes. I felt like being an asshole once in Colorado. I left a Yelp review. Dude,
You FaceTime me.
bro, I left a
deserved it.
bad Yelp review.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
You know what's funny is I always like will be like, man, who the fuck has the time for that shit?
Bro,
Like,
me. Dog, I walked into this candy shop.
it was a candy shop.
Yeah, bro, that's why.
That's
That's
not
why.
sweet.
No, because the guy was a dickhead. In a candy shop. It was supposed to be like Willy Wonka's like fun factory. And I go in there and dude, oh my God, the aesthetic was beautiful. Rustic design, signs everywhere, old fashioned bottles, soda bottles. Oh man, it was so great. I felt like I was nostalgic, right?
Okay.
So I'm having the best time of my life. I'm picking out these signs for my ranch because we're doing a whole like sign wall, like super antique signs, rustic signs. And I picked like 15 out and they were like $15. And I go to the guy, I'm like, hey man, because I just did the same thing at an antique shop. And they gave me a deal. If you buy 3, you get 1 free, right? So I went up to the guy. I was like, hey, man, you guys do any like buy in bulk deals? I'm about to buy like 15 of these. He's like, no. And I said, just like, there's like not at all? Like you can't even shave it off.
Give me a reason.
And he goes, no. And I was like, okay. And then Josie went up to him and was like, hey, do you guys have sugar babies here? Like my favorite candy. And you guys have like a lot of stuff. Do you know if you have them here? He's like, no, we don't.
Did he know who you were?
She found them 30 seconds later, front and center. No, I don't know. I want to say yes, but I always like to assume no.
Right.
Point is, he was sour to me. He was sour to Josie. As a test, we sent David in there to ask for sugar babies. Same sour attitude. I said, fuck this. I'm getting on Yelp. So I left a 3-star review because the aesthetic of the shop was fantastic. I liked the way it made me feel. But also, fuck that guy. I said, for a store as jolly and gleeful as this, you shouldn't have such an angsty young man running the cashier, the register, the cash register. Have CTE.
This has bothered you. You've FaceTime me and told me about this. I can't believe this bothered you that much.
But I liked the way it made me feel. Like I couldn't beat the kid up, right? Like in
It was just an oxymoron.
in the 60s,
he wasn't sweet. He worked at a candy store.
In the 60s, he gives me attitude, punch him right between the fucking eyes. Bah! You can't do that now. It's 2020. I'll get canceled. So I'll Twitter fingers on Yelp. No problem, bro. Heavy fingers. Who knows what the consequences
What did the
were,
review
man.
say again? I can't remember now.
I want to find it.
Read it.
Here's what I wrote. Fantastic store, amazing atmosphere, but the service was subpar. The young dark-haired gentleman was a bit rude and dismissive. We asked him if they had a specific candy. He responded with an abrasive no, and we ended up finding the candy shortly thereafter. We also asked him if they'd do a bulk deal. We bought 11 signs for $15 each, and his denial was incredibly sour and unreceptive. When I was checking out, he was talking to the clerk about something unrelated in his life while I was trying to ask her questions about some of the items I was purchasing. To make sure, we sent a few friends in. And he was equally rude to all of them. A candy shop as friendly and fun as this one probably shouldn't have such a jaded employee. And I felt good. Fuck that guy.
You made your point. I mean, that was the right way to put it. You ordered it perfectly.
Also, can we talk about like the owner thing, like sitting there reading and be like, "This motherfucker sent in spies." He sent in spies
because I wanted to make sure this guy was being a dick, and he was. He shouldn't be working at a candy shop.
Yeah, I have a big problem. I would say I'm a nice guy. I would claim that I try to be a nice guy, but I have this slight issue that I'm trying to work on, like Ellen.
You don't wash your butt.
2 issues. I have 2 issues. 1, I don't wash my butt, and 2. if a bully's trying to be a bully, I go off. I will mentally break you down.
Are you talking if you see it from like a third person?
If he's trying to be like a dick to me, I'm very witty and quick.
Oh yeah,
shit,
you're the worst kind of person to argue with.
Oh dude,
witty, funny people are the worst. Don't even bother.
Dude, my sister has gotten she's walked out of places because of me, like dead ass.
Yeah, because there's like a fine line between like
I'm the bully's bully.
Yeah, you can say insults that like really hurt the person because you can like break them down as a human in like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah,
and I don't even funny. Like you get everyone laughing. Like,
you know what I do is I don't even actually initially say stuff. I just reword what they're saying and make them feel so stupid for saying it. They're just kind of look at me like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing here. Which is like, it's great to me because then like you feel like you're all big and mighty, and then I make you feel like a little boy, and then I walk away.
Winning season returns at MyBookie. Winning season means doubling your first deposit. Winning season means insane props, epic bonuses, and the craziest cross-sport wagers. At MyBookie, winning season means watching live sports and betting live sports all season long. Rejoice, ladies and gentlemen, the NFL has returned. That means action-packed Sundays and huge cash prizes. Get in on the action. Use the promo code Logan and double your first deposit. New players get up to $1,000 in free play designed to add more excitement to the sports you love and the games that you bet. Bet with the best this NFL season for your chance to win big. Use the promo code Logan at mybookie.ag and double your first deposit. Your winning season begins today, only at MyBookie. There's a bully in the UFC that maybe you want to take some swings at, perhaps.
Who, Conor McGregor?
No. His name's Colby Covington.
Colby
Covington.
Colby Cullinan.
Cullinkin?
Yeah, it's a Cullinan.
There were some fights.
That's a cuddly name.
There's some fights on this past weekend.
Yeah.
And our boy Tyron Woodley fought Colby Covington, dude, he lost
again.
It has to be our fault.
As soon as he came on the show, every fight he hasn't won a single round since he came on the show.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm doing good for myself right now. I don't want to be here. Just imagine it goes from 3 to 89. My movie, just fuck.
He came on the show, said, "Bet the fucking house on me. I got this, guaranteed." He was even calling Usman. What was it calamari? Calamari Usman.
Squid.
And he went on and just got dismantled in front of our eyes. And you bet what?
$20,000.
How did that feel, Logan?
Felt bad.
Yeah, guess what I fucking felt like when you came up like, yeah, throw the bag, dog, throw the bag. I got this. And I was like, yeah, throw a bag. And then you're tied. You didn't even lose. If you lost, I would have never brought it up to you. But you're
how much money did you put down?
I think 15.
Okay. Tyron Woodley, he lost the fight against Colby Covington. Here's why this is tricky, because Colby is the dude who wears like the MAGA hats, and like he's the most hated dude in the UFC. And he's got a fucking fat mouth. He won't shut the fuck up.
And that's your friend.
But here's the problem. No, it's not my friend.
That's the other guy.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
Here's the problem. He can fight.
Yeah, he wins.
He can fight. He's
been winning.
No, because if you remember the fight before Tyron Woodley, he got also, like Tyron Woodley, absolutely dismantled by Kamaru Usman.
Yes, right.
Absolutely dismantled. They started chirping a little bit after the fight, and this was fantastic.
Oh, you already have it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Welcome to a professional podcast, my friend. Here we go.
I can't hear it.
I stood right up. That wasn't even close. No, face. Marty Fake Newsman. You didn't break my face. I got right up and protested it right away. That was a fake stoppage, fake ref, fake fight. Wait till I see you next time. Wait till I see you next time, Marty Fake Newsman. You're dead. You're dead. Come on, we got unfinished business. You better show up.
Really?
I'm coming for
Look at his face.
You said that last time. What happened?
Yeah, wait till this time. You know who was winning fake stoppage. You didn't break nothing. The only thing you broke is your own will. You broke your spirit. That's why you're running from me.
Did?
That's why you hiding.
I love it. I love
great.
it.
It's great.
Bro, when you get your fucking ass kicked, it is so hard to talk shit, especially to the guy who kicked your ass. Like, let me look this up.
That's like one of the only people he can't talk shit to.
It's just tough. I don't know why or how he tried to do that.
Ooh, that's
Wait,
his
didn't
face?
he broke his jaw, right?
Yeah, broke his jaw. Yeah, I mean, wow.
Oh, so he did break his face.
Literally
broke
his face.
Yeah.
Oh, so he wasn't even flexing. He literally broke the guy's
face.
Yeah. Hey, there's some. Hey, when you actually break somebody's face and then say, "Nah, I broke your face," balls.
You have you got no ammunition, Colby. I'm sorry. Like,
you just screamed. He screamed like a 6-year-old that didn't get his toys.
Well, because he's pissed. He's the corniest dude online. I swear to God, he's the corniest fucking dude
Everybody, ever since McGregor, everybody's trying to be McGregor, and it's uncomfortable to watch.
I made that mistake in my first 2 fights.
I actually, you know what's funny? I heard you, at one point you had an accent. You like, bitch. And I was like, what the fuck happened here? Where did you get the accent from? But it's okay. I still had your back.
Yeah, but I was just trying to put on a show, you know, because McGregor falls in this almost perfect category of fighter and showman.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why he's the biggest in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And every fighter wants to be a showman, but it's hard. And the only person who's like created a model for what people get excited about in UFC is Conor McGregor.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
What they get excited about to the highest degree.
He's got some of his own problems right now, though.
Oh yeah, what? Oh, he like
Sexual assault.
He like
some
broke
misconduct.
He broke down on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that. Didn't he? Did he delete the tweets after?
He should.
He was like, I'm fighting for my life right now.
Bro, it was.
Like, I mean, you gotta feel.
Sad.
You gotta feel
it was
for the
sad.
guy, bro.
It was sad.
Wait, what do you mean he's fighting for his life right now?
He had some misconduct charges against him. Where was he, in France? Is that where?
Yeah,
it was?
he was yachting around with his wife. These are all
we're clearly
alleged,
not.
right?
We're clearly not on this topic enough. But he made some tweets afterward in response to people that tweeted about it. That was basically like, "Yo, like I'm doing the best I fucking can right now. Like this is horrible for me."
And
the internet was laying into him.
Same with the Ellen thing. Like, bro, these people are humans, and everyone thinks like McGregor is this invincible person, but he's a human just like the rest of us. Check it out. These are the tweets. He said, "I can't go on like this, man. I am crushed here. Suicide intervention, yet ridiculing me in this manner online at this horrendous time in my life. I'm trying to stay strong for my kids and the people that rely on me, that love and support me. Thanks for the insults, hypocrite." Like I'm assuming he's talking about the when you fuck up or alleged to have fucked up. Everyone just tells you to kill yourself.
Well, I don't get that.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Well, no, this is in response to other people, and I was looking for these tweets so I could see what the original tweet was, and I couldn't find them because he deleted them. But evidently this Bernie Adoof said something to him that warranted this response, and I don't know what it was, but clearly it wasn't very nice.
Yeah, I hope he just figures it all out. Obviously, it's tough to say.
Dude, I've never met anybody to do anything to me at any point in my life where I've ever said kill yourself. I've really have never said that.
I'll never say that to anyone. Why would anyone say that?
What
to anyone?
happens if they did?
Well, it's happened.
Yo, no, seriously.
What happens if they did?
So what happens if you say that and they did? Are you really gonna sit there and be like, wow, I'm glad? Yo,
that would fuck you up.
What kind of fucking no, bro? What kind of sick person sits there and says, wow, my dreams came true regarding that human's life? We're in a bad place where that is being uttered as much as it is.
I can't grasp it. Like, dude, like, how did you give anybody that much power over your head and heart for you to hate somebody that much? Like, it takes a lot of effort. My dad said something to me when I was in the 6th grade, and that shit fucked me up. He had attendance, and I was complaining about this kid. Let's just say his name's Zach. And I was like, blah, blah, blah. My dad turned to me and he goes, "How much rent is he paying you?" And I was like, "What? The fuck? What are you talking about?" He goes, "Yeah, because he has so much space in your head. Oh, I want to know how much rent he's giving you because he has so much access to your mind." And I was like, wow. He goes, "Dude," he goes, "that guy's probably jerking off to porn and doesn't even know who you are right now. Right. Doesn't care to know who the fuck you are right now." He goes, "And you're sitting here complaining to me for the past 2 hours." He goes, "That guy, he mind fucked you. You're his. You're a puppet to him."
It's hard, bro. Like, words hurt. Like, words really do cut. What really helped me, and because back in the day, even sometimes I'm having some problems, and I'll talk about why I'm coughing so much actually next. But what helped me a lot is I decided that I really don't give a single solitary fuck about what strangers think of me.
Why though? I never understood why people give a fuck about. Dude, I gotta bring my yearbook. You're gonna die.
Why?
Bro, oh my God. Belle's here. She get witnesses. Justin was there. My yearbook. They passed it around and signed it. Everybody in school signed it. Bro, the shit they said in my yearbook.
No.
Bro.
No.
Hey, it might have seemed that I didn't like you. It's probably because I didn't.
Guess who it is?
What? Either your mom or your dad.
It's my dad. I told you 5 times a day. Has no idea. What?
No.
People shit on you in your yearbook?
No, dude. They wrote shit like this. I'm not even kidding. Ready? It might have seemed that I didn't like you. Period. It's probably because I didn't. Hey, George, try a new haircut. I'm tired of you looking like a monkey.
That one was honest.
Yeah. I can't hate him that one. This girl said you're funny 47% of the time. Bro, like not one of them was a fully blown like, hey.
Well, that's sort of tricky because those people aren't strangers, you know.
Those are people that knew me. Those are the people. Yo, everybody hated me in school, bro.
But here's my advice. Here's my advice, because high school and school in general can be a toxic place. Just nasty people trying to say hurtful things to people during the developmental phase of teens. There's a solid chance you may never see the kids you went to high school ever again in your life, ever. Or maybe
even if you do, you got to understand that these kids, like, listen, I'm telling you this right now from like the horse's mouth. Nobody got made fun of more than me. I will fucking bet money. All of those kids are sweethearts these days.
Oh.
They were just lost and confused, and they were hurt in their own area.
Yeah.
All of those people are nice. There was one kid that made fun of me so much. By the way, I didn't give a fuck. And by the way, I didn't even read those. I didn't know about that shit until the last Arizona trip. My mom pulled it. I didn't know.
Thank
I
God.
never fucking read it.
Thank God you read it in your adult life. Who knows what it would have done to you?
I didn't. Dude, they spit on me in hall. I didn't give a fuck. But there was this one kid, I read his email. I'm not going to mention his name because, you know, he did his thing. But he pushed me a lot, like really far. Like him and his friends had a game where they were trying to meet me in the bathroom and jump me. Like on God. Like it was bad.
Why?
They just hated me, bro. Because I was really bubbly and fun. Like this one kid said he got mad at me because I was too happy. That was one of the things that he got mad at. He goes, I don't know why you're so fucking happy. Nobody likes you. And I was like, I don't know. But here's the thing.
A lot of people can relate to that.
That guy emailed me 3 years ago, and he sent me this long apology and told me that he got suffered in his own house, and that's why he was a piece of shit to me in high school. Now, same guy, same motherfucker that I would have punched and beat and like wanted to fight and all this shit, but I let it go because I know God's greater than the situation. Now is helping kids not kill themselves. He has one of the biggest programs in Arizona for suicide prevention.
People change.
No. People didn't change. He was battling his own demons.
Sure.
Right.
Every time he was making fun of me, he was the one closer to killing himself than I was.
Yeah.
So the next time, can I not say that?
No.
Okay.
No, sure.
So the next time, like, you're in school, just remember, like, I'm being serious. Like, really think about it. When's the last time anybody's made fun of somebody that's really beneath them? They really don't. You only pick on people that are greater than you. You never pick on, because then you're just an asshole.
Most times, I'd say I'm comfortable saying 99% of the time, mean, hurtful comments that are thrown at you are only a reflection of how that person feels about themselves.
100%.
Jealousy, envy, all that stuff.
But why? Unless, why? I think it's also a parenting thing, like you said. Like that guy was battling his own demons at home. So at the end of the day, like
that's where empathy and sympathy comes in.
Exactly.
You got to be cool.
Exactly.
Also, FYI, I just want to throw one more thing. My mom told me. So I told you what my dad said. My mom says something is equally as has weight to it. Nobody gives a fuck. Seriously, think about this. When you walk away, you think about yourself and what you got to do and what you got to eat. When people walk away from you, even if they said something mean to you in that moment, they walk away, they don't think about you. So when you walk into the room and you're trying so hard to please the people around you, just know nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
So worry about yourself and how you feel in that room and not what the people in front of you, because they don't care. Because when you're talking to them and telling them about your life or doing whatever you do to please them, they're in their head, not even listening to you, thinking about themselves and what they're going to say and what they're going to do.
It's just the internet has made it exponentially worse because it's given a voice, a heavy voice to all of those people. So now everyone.
Wait, but you're talking about the people that hide behind their keyboards?
Well, I mean, let's talk about we generally stick stuff to the internet on this show because, you know, it's a digital show. We talk about digital a lot, but there's so many people out there who don't like themselves. They're sad. They're upset. They don't have confidence. They're jealous. They're envious. And they just sit behind the keyboard all day and they attack people. They attack their friend.
By the way, just imagine how much they would get done if they like looked up shit to better them.
To better themselves, of course. But like you go on Twitter, they don't have pictures of themselves as their profile. They have pictures of Pokemon, of Sega Genesis characters.
I'm asking a question around the room. Is everyone paying attention right now? Just nod yes or no. Nod yes or no. Ready? Have you ever left a semi-mean or not so nice comment on a YouTube video? Yes or no?
Never.
No?
Not one time in my entire life.
Not anyone in this room.
Never, ever. I don't even know that I've ever left a comment on a YouTube video at all. But maybe that could be an age thing.
Yeah.
But definitely if I have, it's not been a mean one. We've talked about this so many times on the show. I've never understood people's desire to bring others down. I've never, ever understood it. If I ever do it, I feel terrible about it. It eats at my fucking soul if I say something mean to someone. It eats at me. It lets me know that I was having a bad day or I was feeling bad about myself.
Have you guys ever said?
And that was a reflection of it.
Yeah.
I posted this on Instagram the other day. If you have a problem with me, call me. If you don't have my number, then that means you don't know me well enough to have a problem.
Amazing.
Literally, and honestly, like one of the biggest issues we have in today's current age is everyone is willing and ready to judge without knowing the 360 degree of information that exists around a situation. They don't know the person. They don't have the facts around the situation. They don't know the circumstances. They don't know the emotions. They don't know what was happening on the other side of the cameras. Yet everyone is still willing to judge, to pass a judgment on people, on situations, and act like they know.
It's the nature.
But they don't.
It's the nature of simple humans. It's what it is. It's bro.
What's that saying?
It's hard not to. It's a knee-jerk reaction.
What's that saying?
Nature versus nurture?
No, it's like smart people discuss event.
Oh,
what
yeah.
is it? Like,
yeah,
fuck, if you look it up, it's like simple people discuss people. Oh, no.
Here, I got it. Great minds.
Yeah,
no, here we go. Small people discuss people. Sorry.
Read that one. That's
Small
the right
minds discuss people. Small minds discuss people. Average minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas. And honestly, every time I'm gossiping with my friends, because I'll admit, bro, I like shit talking. I like gossip. Like I don't know. I like drama. I like chaos and conflict. It's part of the reason I like fighting. Like I'm here for fucking, I don't know, chaos.
Yeah.
And every time I find myself doing that, I have to check myself. And I'm like, I don't want to be a small-minded person.
Very smart.
For
That's
sure.
very smart.
Let's talk about ideas.
I also believe that, and you're learning this, and you're an example of it, that it's something that you grow out of heavily.
Oh
in life.
yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you that the majority of negative, mean, poking fun at people's looks or styles or whatever it is from an age set that is below 25 years old.
Yeah.
Nobody above 25 years old is going on a YouTube video and saying, yo, you fucking this, or you like, but since YouTube and Instagram and TikTok are so Gen Z and young millennial focused, you see so much of that shit.
Well, but I want to put an asterisk next to that saying also, because this podcast, it's a fantastic podcast, and oftentimes phenomenal conversation stems from us talking about people. So there is, you know what I'm saying? There is an asterisk.
But are we nasty? Are we really fucking nasty?
Well, that's not what the saying. That's not what the saying's about. It just says small minds talk about people. So sort of.
Have you guys ever said something to somebody else?
Yes.
When you were younger, and still think about how terrible you felt for saying that?
Yeah.
Mine was in the first grade. My mom brought me into In-N-Out. I'll never forget it, Desert Ridge. I remember this anytime somebody does something wicked, because I'm like, they're just ignorant. They don't know what they're doing.
Right.
I was in the first grade, and when you're in the first grade, your mind isn't even developed yet. You know what I mean? Like, you're still learning about life. And it was the first time that I met somebody that was disabled, and I said something to him about it, and I laughed, and his eyes were so crushed. Till this day, my stomach drops when I think about his face.
Yeah, of course, you dickhead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was in the first grade, but listen, like.
So what, first graders can make fun of disabled people?
No, what I'm saying is, like, you need to I looked at his soul when I did that. And since my life then, I've made it my duty to only put like happiness in people's heart. Like, I crushed that man's heart that day. Like, for real. Like, it
fucking asshole,
yeah, obviously
George.
you crushed his heart.
Mac would never do that. Like, come on. Dude.
No, what I'm saying is, like, you have to, like, people need to understand what they're doing to somebody. Of course.
I rue the day that my kid comes home and goes, Mom, Samantha called me ugly at school because she didn't like my haircut. And I got to be like, Samantha's a fucking cunt, sweetie.
Are you kidding? You know what my dad used to do to me?
What?
Oh my God, I wish I had them here. I came home and I got suspended because I smacked some dude in the face. And my dad goes, what the fuck are you fighting for in school? I didn't even send you to fight, you know? He gives me this lecture. I don't want to go on about it. And I go, Dad, nobody in school likes me. He goes, well, get ready. He goes, because you're you and nobody fucking likes you. So when you go into the real life, guess what? People are still not going to fucking like you. And I was like, but they're mean. He goes, but they're mean. He goes, yeah, because you're annoying. Shut the fuck up and maybe nobody will talk to you. And so I was sitting there and so I was like,
That's why you made fun of the disabled kid, because you had your own demons.
No.
Your dad didn't love you.
No, I didn't make, first of all, I didn't make fun of the disabled because I was just young. I didn't know I shouldn't say that. Fuck you. Don't make me feel bad. I've given my whole life to make people happy because of that situation. But no, but I'm saying is like, you need to have a tough parent to be like, yo, suck it the fuck up. Nobody cares. Like all this babying, like, no, the other kids are right. My parents told me, they go, the reason they hate you is because you're fucking annoying. Shut the fuck up and see what happens. And I did. I didn't talk for 1 week. And that was the most amount of fucking friends I made. I made so many friends.
Yeah, but bro, what if innately the child isn't as headstrong as you? Like some children are just not so good at receiving feedback in a way when their parents tell them to shut the fuck up.
I would have been like, well, no, dude, I grew up from that. Like if I cried, my dad's like, you want me to give you something to cry about? I was like, no.
My dad did the same thing, actually.
Dude, my dad was psychotic. My best dad in the world, I guarantee you, father of the fucking century. But he was psychotic. Coming from a brown house, oh, this is what you need. You need some brown.
Yeah, strong diversity over there.
Listen, you know what my dad used to do? Torture. He used to come home. I'm on my way home. Put the belt on the table with another clothing rack.
George, I think your therapy sessions are actually on Tuesday at 3 p.m. You're a day early.
This is Impulsive. I read your book. Shut up. Anyways. So
he said it. I didn't fucking say the book. I didn't fucking promote the fucking. He said it.
Look at me. Point the camera.
He fucking said it.
No cap. He told me to bring it up.
Fuck you, George.
He told me to bring it up.
Fuck you, George.
He told me to bring it up.
Don't believe you.
He fucking told me.
I fucking hate you.
He said his book sales ain't doing well.
And now they know you're lying. I would never say that. That's a fucking lie. You're doing too well.
Wow, this is great. What a fun show.
This is the first time in history where I remember the scales between people saying you shouldn't be mean to others were equal with people saying don't be such a snowflake bitch. Like we have gotten to a time in society where people are saying, where people are backing making fun of other people. Yeah. Like you see it, like if you get made fun of on Twitter, you get made fun of on some social network, someone will jump in and be like, yo, you shouldn't talk to people like that. And somebody under that will be like, oh, here comes the liberal snowflakes. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's bad.
It's like, bro, so like you have bullies and then now you have people defending bullies. And so like, I don't think kids nowadays know what to do. I don't think
it's overkill. Okay. I got this written right here. Hopefully you don't have to cut this part out. But I was doing movie press, like ridiculous, like I think 8 hours of movie. It was a ridiculous amount, but one person asked me a question and it was like a terrifying question. You know, like they ask you shit and you're like, oh man, I don't even know how to answer this because I feel like it's a trap. But I answered it pretty well and I wanted to actually talk about it with you guys and see if my perspective was right. Hollywood is in a time and place right now where they do not want the fellow white man to have the lead role. This is a common thing that's in Hollywood. I don't know if back home you guys know about this, but now people are rising up and they're like, listen, give it to the Middle Eastern guy, give it to the black guy, give it to the Asian guy. Like, stop fucking giving the white guy the lead role.
Right.
The guy goes, if you had to replace, like, you're a Middle Eastern man, you're doing well for the Syrians and this and that, gassed me up, I felt great. And then he goes, if you had to replace one superhero to make him a Middle Eastern man, who would it be? And I was like, what? He goes, like, would you want to be Spider-Man or Superman? And my answer was 2. I go, 1, what the fuck? How many Spider-Mans is there going to be in my life? Like, how many times are we going to cast a Spider-Man? Him eating hummus and fucking webbing is the same shit. Like, enough. Move on. I told him, I was like, if you want a Middle Eastern superhero, why don't we start from scratch? And listen, superheroes came from a time and place where people wanted to look and be inspired by things during the war or during things. I go, in the Middle East is tough right now. Why don't we build one out and give them hope? But I said, let's not do an overkill. I go, if it came down to me and a man that was white for the role of, let's say, Superman, and the producers are like, George is Middle Eastern, this is going to do great for us because people want that. I go, no, that's not what we're fighting for. We're fighting for equality. So if that man that's white is a better Superman than me, give him the fucking role. I don't think we need a... See, this is what I'm scared of. People overkill it.
We might have to. we might. This would be my caveat to that is we're so far skewed in one direction,
but we
may have to push really hard in the other direction to then be
so
somewhere in the middle.
I'm a Middle Eastern man. There's I show me a Superman or a super Spider-Man or whatever the fuck it is. It's Middle Eastern, right? So I can't be racist because I'm talking about my own people as Middle Easterns, right?
Yeah.
What I don't want to see, Logan, is I don't want to see Middle Easterns thriving right now, overkill when they don't deserve that role if they didn't earn it. And 20 years from now, white people are going to be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I need some time for me too. What we need to do is we need to stop seeing color or race in general. Like, we need to stop that. So if we're fighting...
No. I mean, yes, yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah, but it's much easier said than done.
Are you racist?
No.
Okay, do you think your son's going to be racist?
No.
Okay, so if he's going for the role and he earned it, he worked his ass off for that role, but because the white people succeeded for so long, that this guy has no fucking shot of his career. What I'm saying is everybody should have an equal shot.
This is a massive topic.
It's a huge topic.
You're talking about something called affirmative action, which started with African-American people and jobs in this country and is now bled into Hollywood.
I want everybody to succeed, but what I want Hollywood to be good at is like when I walk into a room and I shake somebody's hand, the first thing I notice is that person's presence has nothing to do with their ethnicity.
You are a minority.
Facts.
This is I love you. I love your push for kindness and your push for utopia. Unfortunately, as you can see on the news, and it's not all bad, so don't quote me on saying, the country's in terrible shape because the news says so. We're not there. We're not there. It's just not working because we tried.
I guess you're right. I guess in a perfect world, what I want is I just want if I'm in a casting room,
everyone have an equal story.
And Frank is a better Superman than me, then God bless him. He deserves that.
I like your idea of create. Here's the real victory: giving everyone an equal opportunity to create something for their own culture. The way you explained it, creating a superhero from the Middle East, from a Middle Eastern culture that has a backstory that supports that superhero.
Amazing, yes,
is the goal. Why stick a black person or a Middle Eastern person into a role that was built for a 1940s white man in New York City in Superman or whatever the backstory is?
Mike, you're literally on the right path.
100% with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is how I answered that question. I said, okay, why don't we let Superman be white and have his generation? Stop taking things off the table that were already there. Why don't we create something bigger, if not better, in a category? Because listen, war right now in the Middle East is crazy. We could easily write a comic book about a boy who was caught in the war and he's stomached. He can't do it anymore.
We can't.
We can't?
It's not easy.
Well,
it's not easy.
No, I get what you're saying.
Stanley, the father of all the. Actually, he's not the father of Superman. Point is, it's not so easy to break through a superhero at this moment in time. Should someone take a stab at it? Absolutely. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, why does Superman have to be white? Why does Spider-Man have to be white? You know what I'm saying? Like really think about it, bro. You know how easy it is to just shift a little bit, and
100%. I agree. I
he's
agree.
not saying they have to be. I think what he's saying is they
why?
don't.
Why?
But it's not that they have to be. They shouldn't have to not be. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying is if basically we have 3 cups on the table, right? And our dream overall is to have all these cups together on the table equally. But our attempt to make this happen is we now remove this cup because these cups didn't get enough attention. What I'm saying is, okay, if we all see this is great. 2020, I always say, is the year of the perfect vision. This year, we've seen a lot of bullshit and we're attacking it, and I think it's amazing. But why are we leading an example of this by removing somebody?
Because, bro, the jock has been fucking starting the whole season. So sit the next few plays out, man. Let your peers, get an opportunity. That's what's happening right now. Like, the white man's been winning for so long.
I think
I speak for. This is the 3rd time my dad's called me. I should probably answer it, right?
And find out what he says.
Yo, is it an emergency?
No, is there an emergency in your end?
No, we're on Impulsive.
Well, tell the world of Impulsive that the original Impulsive says, hey.
Let's go.
All right. I'll call you after.
I've never had anybody call you and be like, "Is it an emergency?" Like, what the fuck? You called me
3 times in the past 30 minutes. Why?
we took some steps that were a little bit more moderate than what George is talking about in 2020 that were the right moves. Some white people who were the voices of black cartoon characters stepped down and said, yo, I think these roles belong to African-American people. That was the right play. What I'm getting at is there are a lot of people in the country who are not really cool with Hollywood's pursuit to do anything and everything to make things better. That's not
related to progression. They hate it.
Right.
But
I'm not saying that's right. And I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's right either. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't also move to a place where we've taken the white man out of the hunt for the role either.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, we know he's the best for the role. We say this happens. We know he's the best for the role. But he's a white man. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go with the second
what I'm not
best.
okay with.
That's not, unfortunately, that's not
Not
the right play,
that's
right?
called being racist.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right,
bro, that's what I'm saying.
But it's tricky. He's right and you're right.
What I'm saying is
because we have to do some things in certain categories.
Yes.
To push what needs to happen forward.
Any actors listening to the show? You're an actor.
Yes.
You act. How many times you lose your role because they decided to go ethnic? Every single one. Yeah.
Now it says on rules, person of color preferred.
Preferred, yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah. And by the way, maybe it's because I'm not an actor, but I don't hate it, man. I'm really into progression. I get it. I think
I'm listen. No one's more excited than me. I'm eating up these roles, bro. Like 100%. Listen. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm doing great.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also feel that me and Frank, at the end of the day, are under one God. So why is Frank being singled out now because of his ancestors? Maybe history of what he did. When Frank grew up and me and him were best friends, he was a great guy to me. Why is he suffering?
I love you. You're going to bring the heat to this show.
Yeah,
you started with this topic on episode 1. We talk about dicks on this show, George. We talk about dicks on this. You brought up affirmative action and the progression of moving away from racism in Hollywood and liberal wokeness. Are you fucking crazy?
I'm just
Middle Eastern psychopath.
I'm tired of this is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of the fake. We're gonna make it a better place. Like, we're gonna make it, and it's just you're appealing to everybody. Whoa, we're gonna take care of this. You know what I mean? Like when the manager comes out of McDonald's and you're like, oh, I ordered the new Rapper's burger and it came out just a regular Big Mac, and then he's like, oh, we're gonna change this. Don't worry about it. And then he goes and he gives you the same shit and he brings it back. What I'm saying is, I don't want them to fix one problem while starting another problem.
Are you sick of wokeness?
I don't even know what that means.
Listen,
I think the audience is gonna like you. I really do. I think we have a pretty serious subset of our audience that is not feeling the woke movement.
I don't know what are you talking about?
It means overcompensating on the liberal side to make up for shortcomings that exist or don't exist, basically.
Bro, I'm just listen. How can we sit here in 2020 and be like, we're done with racism, and then begin a racist act? It doesn't make sense to me.
Check it. I have a theory, bro. Because obviously I'm running for president, obviously.
2035.
When I get
every year, it gets bigger and bigger every year. And by the way, I don't want anybody to get mad at me by saying this. I'm literally only saying this because... What's wrong?
I just thought I was about to say something, but you go.
Well, no, because now you guys got me scared. That fucking... Dude, I see the way you come after Mike.
Don't back up. You'll get in more trouble if you back up.
No, you didn't say anything wrong. I'm not backing up.
Right.
I'm sticking to my gut.
Okay.
Dude, I think, we didn't have this on the Impulsive show, but I said something and you're like, well, maybe people won't see that the way you do and they'll walk away. And I respectfully said this, and I'll say this to the whole media, and you guys can comment down. All the people commenting can eat my dick. I will never change for a million comments to one comment, because I'll look straight in the camera and say the only person I fear is the Lord. So the comments and the tweeting, you can unfollow me. It means nothing. You could take every worldly possession that I own, but I know I'm going to be in paradise. So everything that I come from is from the heart. Come at me with the comments. It doesn't matter.
Oh, we got snapping going on.
That's awesome.
George. They're sharpening their blades. They are sharp. They're like, this motherfucker, dude. We were finally getting some jobs in this city.
The first show back, they're like, fuck this guy. We're like,
Jed, right now, Jed is watching the show like,
Nightmare.
this piece
Nightmare.
of shit.
I've
All they
been marking-
talked about was dicks and Cardi B. And this mother comes on about affirmative action in Hollywood, this motherfucker.
You're gonna make it hard for Jed. The question I'm here to ask you, and if anyone can answer, please, when was America great? Go ahead, give me a year.
So you're not saying it never was. You're saying what are we trying to get back to?
Yeah,
like
sure.
okay.
It says make America great again. When was it great the first time?
I think
Does anyone know?
hold on. I think I'll start it already.
Go ahead.
Okay, I think the golden era post World War II in the 1950s was a great time.
It wasn't bad, but
we
also
were,
there was
we were
extreme racially
expanding-
segregation.
Yes, there was. There's always going to be problems in the country. You don't have to raise your hands. Let me finish.
Okay.
And then you can go. There's always going to be problems in a country. In the 1950s, we had great esteem. We were moving in the right direction. States were getting mad about the things
Black
you talk
people
about.
had to drink at
They
different
did.
water fountains than white people.
And there were people that were pissed off about it and ready to
'cause
make
it's
a
wrong.
change to push it in the right direction.
So when was America great?
Okay. Let me give it to you in a way you can understand.
All right.
Okay. Imagine you had a tiny penis. Okay.
Very
that
easy
hard to imagine.
Now,
Because your joke, it's my fucking joke.
Now, Logan Paul is a great fucking guy. Now imagine Logan Paul in the future looking back and saying, but he's got that tiny dick. There's always going to be something you could point out that needs to change for the fucking better.
Missed the mark, friend.
Oh,
Missed the
how
mark.
so?
Horrible
How so?
comparison.
I got
Every,
one.
okay,
Can I
wait,
take it?
hold on.
Take
No,
it,
not yet.
Can I
Not
take
yet.
it?
Not yet.
I'm talking about humans
Watch
being
this.
treated
Watch this.
unequal,
Watch this.
not the
Watch
size
this.
of my
Happens
penis.
in every country in the world. Every single fucking country in the world. There's racism. There's segregation. There's all kinds of problems. Every fucking country in the world. Watch this. The brain, freedom of speech. His left arm, the ability to create their own business in a capitalist and a society where they encourage you to create your own business. The ability to educate yourselves in an education system that is cutting edge, a medical system that is making groundbreaking discoveries and leading the world in all kinds of ways. Yes, we have some issues, and we always have had some issues in this country.
I'm not saying America isn't good. It's good. There's so many areas that we need to improve on.
If America's good, who's great?
I don't know enough about countries that aren't America to answer that question.
Okay.
But hey,
Fair enough.
here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. When I run for president, which I'm going to do, obviously, my saying is going to be, make America.
Make America?
Bro, let's start from scratch. Let's start from scratch. Let's get this shit right, like really right. Let's fix the education system. Let's treat people as equals. Let's make sure there aren't homeless people all over the streets of LA and all over the world. Like, let's get this shit right, bro. Is it bad to acknowledge our shortcomings and misfortunes and say, yo, wait, I think we could redo that.
Oh God, I love being on the show because
let's make a country that is phenomenal. Let's make a country where its citizens are outstanding human beings. Can we do that? Can we acknowledge that we may not be here yet, and it is time to craft the country that we want it to be and wanted it to be from the beginning? Let's make America.
There's nothing wrong with that. But
there is something wrong with it. There is something wrong with it.
Go for it.
Because you discredit Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. You discredit all these people that have done stuff before you.
My grandfather landed on Okinawa to
I'm
save
saying
the
is,
world
what I'm
from
saying,
Japanese fucking rule. But all those people,
all the people that risked their life, they dedicated their life, they fled from other countries for their children's lives.
Okay, so maybe the slogan sucks. Maybe it sucks. The slogan sucks, but you see what I'm trying to say, right?
I get.
Maybe make
you
America
have a great heart and you want to do it. What I'm saying is maybe your slogan could be maybe it's time to get to work harder.
We'll work on the slogan, huh?
I got one. Make America suck less.
Oh, shake my hand.
Does that work? Like, suck a little bit less. We do have some fucking issues.
Oh, 100%.
In this country.
But you know what it is? It's a magnifying glass.
Here's the problem.
You could either magnify the problems and you can magnify the good. But you got to understand that, like, there's so much beauty in this country.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I was raised in a household where my dad didn't walk into the room and be like, hey, dick face, you're a piece of shit and nobody likes you. He came in the room and he built me off confidence of why I should appreciate myself.
Said he did come in the room telling you that nobody liked you.
If you can say that confidently with your chest out in this year, 2020, I'll stand up right now and shake your hand.
Shake my hand for what?
If you think there are so many beautiful things in this country right now, today's day and age, I will stand up and shake your hand. Have you looked around? Have you looked
I
around?
know there's problems, Logs. I know there's a ton of
Brother,
problems.
Now
brother,
I'm with him.
brother,
On this point,
Can I-
Brother,
can I-
there's fucking. I can't go outside without getting cancer because of the smog from the forest fires that are burning down the West Coast.
No,
We're in the middle of a botched pandemic response. We've
No
got
one knows how to
division
handle-
across the board. Today, the administration labeled 3 cities in our country anarchist states in an attempt to cut off federal funding. Seattle, Portland, and New York City are now considered anarchist states. I was in New York City today. Most peaceful place I've ever fucking been. Quiet, people walking down the street, drinking their coffee, going to work. Right now, it's considered an anarchist state. To his point, hold on. No need to rush.
I wasn't even saying.
I know you went. Not to say.
Sorry, I was breathing.
Don't you fucking do it. Not to say that America was never great. I don't agree with that. But I also think that we've never been worse than we are right now. Unfortunately, we are.
Guys,
we
you're
are
making
in,
it seem.
and that includes the
Hold
Great
on,
Depression.
Mike.
Yeah.
You guys are making it seem like I don't understand that there's issues. Let me paint a picture for you guys. There's 2 children, 2 different bedrooms. I'm the same parent. I walk into one of the bedrooms and I'm like, listen, outside is fucking bad. There's shit. I need you to pick it up. I'm fucking sick of this shit. Blah, blah, blah. Like, this is garbage. We need to fucking change. And then I go into the other room and I was like, hey, man, outside is so beautiful, but we can make it even better. What I'm saying is, it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it.
Nice.
Okay.
When you're painting this vision of this fucking suck, blah, 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 that, you're painting hatred in somebody's heart.
Absolutely right.
What I want to do is I want to build with love. Because as much as they come at me with anger, or as much as the back in the day they did my own parents wrong, I will never ever lead an army, let alone a country, off of hatred. It's terrible. Listen, look what it's done so far. Nothing. Trump leads with hatred, and a lot of people know this. He does good things, but nobody will ever see that because of how he leads with hatred.
Yep.
What I'm saying is, I know for a fact, because I was raised this way, that if you come in with a big heart, and by the way, it's going to be a lot harder to do it this way, but nothing comes easy when nothing good comes like when it's easy.
Easy, yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, what I want to do is I want to find a president one day that could roll up his sleeves, eat a lot of shit from motherfuckers, and be like, I don't care what you guys do, how you guys act, we will not go to war with ourselves.
It's me, bro.
Well, we've also had those presidents.
It's me, bro. I'm going to do it. And if I'm not going to do it, Mr. Beast is going to do it.
I thought you were going to say Mr. T.
When he gives cars away, you gave 1, he gave 40 in the last.
All right, listen, why do you do that? At what point is it overkill? I commented on an Instagram post. I said, why? That just doesn't make sense.
40 cars. You're absolutely right. Unfortunately, once again, you're in the minority. The loudest, and I hate to say this because I hate to do exactly what you're saying not to do. The loudest voices right now are Donald Trump, Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, people that are pushing a narrative of divisiveness, divide, hatred, and it's just where we are, unfortunately, right now. Until your voice gets loud enough of, yo, look outside, look at the sun shining.
Bro,
look at our kids playing at school.
I'm a tiny voice, bro, and 2020 is the year that I decided to not shy away from it and speak up on things that I do feel that need light.
That a boy.
And my life has been having blessings after blessings after blessings because the devil wants you to be fearful of your voice because he knew that God gave you that voice. So what I'm saying is, if you in your heart know something is good and you're not building it off of hatred, take a step forward. Watch how many people in the silence will come out because there's power in numbers. And I know that there's a lot of people listening right now that want to lead with love and they're just tired of the anger. I'm tired of the anger, bro. I'm tired of listening to social media people going at each other. I'm tired of politicians going at each other. Guys, we're on the same soil. Who are we fighting against? At what point do we need to turn to our neighbor and be like, fuck it, I love you. I got you. At what point, bro? We're in 2020.
I love it. I love it.
It's just a message for the audience because unfortunately, like those shows are getting tons of views. People are sucking it up, George. They're do you know how many channels there are on YouTube right now? Spencer Taylor. Vibes. Good fucking vibes. Go out there, hug your neighbor. 212 views.
Fuck.
The motherfucking anarchists are burning the streets of Seattle. Kill them all. Get out there. And then on the other side, no justice, no peace, That shit, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of views. Every eyeball right now is fixed on the streets of Portland, burning to the fucking ground. I put a blanket on a homeless man this weekend. You know how many people give a fuck about that? 0. Nobody cares.
Where'd you get the blanket?
Bought it at fucking Target, and we
You
used
bought it and
it.
went back?
No, we used it for Central Park, and then I got sick of carrying it, so I gave it to the.
Well,
homeless
okay,
guy.
it's better
He
throwing it
needed
away.
it. He was cold.
Yeah.
I asked him. I said, "You want another blanket?" He said, "Absolutely."
Sure.
You know what people cared about that? And I'm not saying anybody should. That's nothing.
But
it's nothing.
okay, so
so how do you change?
Justifying your
the
point of view-
appetite? How do you change the appetite of America to crave positivity?
Yo,
Great.
that's the
Are you ready
question.
for
How
this?
the fuck do you do that, George Janko?
I got it.
Tell us, George, please.
At what point are you going to stop feeding your flesh and start feeding your soul?
It's easy to listen to a Christian quote the Bible.
It's
George,
not, it has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with the Bible.
But I got it. Sorry.
Nothing to do with the Bible.
Nonetheless, someone in the audience just heard that
Yeah.
and said, classic liberal dribble.
I don't,
And a lot of people fucking said it, George. How do you get those people to shut up and go hug their fucking neighbors, George?
George.
George, let me tell you something really quick. We had a war called the Vietnam War. And in that war, we learned you cannot have a victory over ideology.
actually,
Ideology is a tough thing to change. It takes hundreds of fucking years.
You know what's stronger than words?
Actions.
Every single day
Tweets.
I get up and I ask God to make me a better man than I was yesterday. And that's by loving people around me and taking care of me. Never did I expect this, but read this.
All right, here we go. It's long.
Oh, the whole thing,
You're a good
George?
reader. That's why I had it to you.
Sort of. You
Speed.
should see me do the ad reads.
Speed read.
George, it was nice seeing you this evening because you have been on my mind for a few days. I wanted to let you know how much Ashley and I appreciate your friendship and keeping an eye out for us girls. You were our first neighbor to really reach out to us and volunteer your help with our move-in. We sort of adopted you as our little brother, and we always, if you know it or not, look out for you. I know your parents are out of town, and if you ever need a listening ear, please know we're here for that too. You handled that video situation with the guy the other day very nicely, and you and your roommates are always respectful to me and my guests. Your parents have raised a gentleman, and I know they're very proud of you, so keep up the good work. Your neighbor, Joyce. I had a neighbor, Joyce, too, but...
So what I'm saying is...
You're great, George.
No, wait. I was on her mind for a couple of days. What I'm saying is there's a lot of people out there that are screaming and pounding their chest and doing whatever the fuck they want to do. But me continuing to be a good guy in the quietness of who I am and just being who I am is now opening up other people around me's eyes to be like, man, I need to be like this guy. This guy's great.
Let me ask you a question, because I love it. The optimism is great. When I went to Berkeley and that girl spit on me,
Yes.
or tried to,
Yes.
no spit actually came out, so I was
Yes.
a little less angry than I probably should have been.
Yes.
Regardless, I had a conversation with this girl. I was like, hey, like if you don't like me or you disapprove of me, like assaulting me is probably not the best way to go about it. Just like a candid conversation. I said, I want you to know I have nothing but love and respect for you, and I hope, I believe in you. You're a person, and I believe in people. Do you think those kind words, do you think the way that I came at her with love and understanding changed her? Or do you think she's still a bitch? And do you think she's still going around spitting on people that she doesn't like?
I think you probably shocked her.
Do you think I changed her? Because what I'm saying is
But wait,
some people are so set in stone in their ways, just born nasty.
Okay.
And that's why this gets hard.
True, but if you're telling your audience, all these people that are listening to you, that there's no point, you're only thing you're
I'm
summoning.
not telling them there's no point. I'm asking you a question.
What I'm saying is, okay, perfect example. I'm looking at both of you guys right in the eyes, and this is true.
You can't look at both of us unless you could.
That's
he's doing it.
incredible.
He's doing
Wow.
it. He Hannah stalking me.
Would you ever spit on anybody you dislike?
I've done it so many times.
Really?
It's usually
Yeah,
right
I
before
would.
a fight.
I would, yeah.
Actually,
I would.
but more so, I've had people do it to me. That doesn't matter.
Would
What
you
am I saying?
would you
Hi, I'm
spit
Mike.
on somebody walking by that you just dislike?
Absolutely fucking not.
No.
Would
No
you?
shot,
No.
dude.
What I'm saying is, when I look at this area, I don't look at this person and be like, "Yeah, fuck this guy. This guy's a loser. He's just an asshole. He's a piece of shit." I genuinely think, as a grown man, whoever is going to spit on somebody they don't know, whoever is going to point the finger, whoever is going to diminish somebody's quality of life, to me is hurting so bad.
Absolutely.
And in my mind is ill-minded. So why am I going to punish this person? Then they're already having their own suffocation of their own demons. So yes, you spit on me, I'll wipe it up and offer you a drink. Because maybe that's the day that, even if it takes me 100 people, but if one person's oh, fuck, I'm an asshole, and I got to reevaluate my life, now I just removed Satan's spawn, one of them.
Yeah.
And if I spent my whole life doing this and preaching to other people do the same.
Yeah, your ripple effect's going to be crazy.
What I'm saying is, bro, there's so much people heightening and examining and focusing on this evil. I am going to keep shining the light on the good because I don't want these people to give up on it.
And listen, there's a lot of fucking good out there.
There's
so much good. The only real unfortunate issue is that the media in the country, no, they don't heighten it. They create it. They create it. Sure. I mean, there's so much beauty, so much good stuff, so much interracial love that exists on a daily basis, where it's a white person holding the door for a black person, or a black person buying a Spanish person a coffee, that no one ever talks about. Those stories are never, ever told. And they happen more frequently than the white person getting shot by the black person, or vice versa. They happen thousands and thousands and thousands of times a day. Stories of beauty, stories of Americans helping other Americans, stories of Americans helping people. Just this morning, I was at JFK, just flew back in from New York today. A woman came up to me, I hate saying this again because I'm bigging up my fucking self, but couldn't speak English, took her wallet out with her money in it. She wanted to get one of those carts that you pull out. It was $6. She had 4 singles on her. I said, keep your money. I put the card in the machine, my card, and gave her the fucking cart. That would never get covered. No one cares about that kind of shit. The media doesn't care about that kind of shit, but it's happening every single day out there. So to your point, yes, we need to focus more on the beauty. We need to focus more on the positivity. But unfortunately, you need to figure out a way to recreate yourself and multiply yourself. Because there's a lot of people that are telling a different story.
If you were a doctor and I came to you and I said, hey, I don't want to drink that liquid, is there any type of way I could not get that liquid medicine? And there is none. Are going to be like, well, this is not going to sell off the shelf. No one's going to want it. It tastes bad. But at the end of the day, it's medicine. What I'm saying is doctors don't give a flying fuck if you like that medicine. It's going to better you. And I think we need to give the world that medicine. As in, like, if we're going to be on this podcast, we shouldn't be one-sided about it. We shouldn't diminish our country. We shouldn't say just because other medias are just shitting on other people and that's the high road. That's what people like. Yeah.
I changed your narrative. I did not diminish our country. I
I'm not saying
acknowledge the reality of our country.
No, I'm not saying you guys.
Well, you motioned towards me.
No, I pointed at you.
Well, then earlier you also said I'm shitting on him. I'm not shitting on. I never did I say fuck this country. I just know,
clip it.
I can acknowledge like we're not in the best place, and I don't think we have been in the best place, or I don't think we are optimized. I don't think we're at maximum performance right now.
Perfect example. I know your heart's in the right place. I know that if they gave you the responsibility as a president, you do the most amazing thing.
At 25, or do you think when I'm a little older?
I think you do. I think you have a great heart, and I think you've gone through a lot of shit in your life.
Yeah, maybe a decade from now.
But what I'm saying is, there's a lot worse people that could be a president.
Can you come up with any example?
This guy. I'm just kidding.
No. Hey, we've been talking about this. Is heavy as fuck. It's great. It's a rich conversation. I want to have fun now.
Okay.
Can I talk about my weed withdrawals?
Escape.
Please.
Check it out.
It's
in
why
theaters.
I've been coughing this whole episode, dude. Yo.
Why you're sick?
I stopped smoking weed. I didn't realize, like,
why do you smoke weed? It's so bad for you.
You smoke weed?
No, don't.
Me.
I don't smoke weed.
You're a pie. You're a pie.
Yeah, bro. So I stopped cold turkey. It's the only way. It's the best way. But also, it sucks.
You have withdrawals, huh?
Bro, the first night I was up till 5 a.m. just shaking in bed like a little baby. My throat starts hurting.
Wait. You smoking meth or fucking?
I
what's going
have
on
no
there?
appetite. I have no appetite. I cannot eat. My sleep schedule is messed up. I have no appetite. I'm nauseous, brother.
Oh my God, you're pregnant.
I'm brushing my teeth, and if the toothbrush makes its way too far back and hits my molars, I gag, bro. I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm like, ugh. And Josie's like, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just I thought I was a grown man, but wow, it really is a drug. It's not just a plant." Whew.
Well, I mean, it's how you use it, and you were abusing the shit out of it.
Because I wanted to peak myself. I wanted to just really see what I was capable
Yeah,
of.
it's kind of like I explained it to my mom like this, man. Like, you have a hammer, you could build yourself a house, or you could smack yourself in the face with it.
Well, why don't you do both and see how it feels?
And I mean, if you're high, it'll probably feel good.
How much of your life is based on your parents and analogies that exist with your parents?
All of
Because
them.
which is amazing.
All of them.
And by the way, and I think that's probably why you're so positive.
Yeah,
but that's amazing.
Because
pretty much
those are the
every
two
story
people I
you
look up to.
tell goes back to your parents somewhat. I never thought a day would come where I would be listening to my friend complain about the pain of withdrawing from weed.
Oh, sorry. I meant to. I meant to
Did
talk
you
to you
not
about
read
this.
chapter
I know,
11?
I know. I didn't.
He said it. He fucking said it. Me to fucking say I didn't fucking say it.
He said
I didn't say it.
He said, "Listen, I just bought Lana some fucking nice shit.
Bro,
I'll buy you
sorry.
some shit."
Sorry, it's
No,
why I
but
brought
it's-
it up, because I wanted to hear what like an
Oh,
actual
really?
withdrawal sounds like. Yeah, or
I
feels
had
like.
this conversation with her last night. She wanted to know more about the withdrawals. I spent about 10 days after I gave up methadone, Xanax, prescribed Xanax, heroin, cocaine, and alcoholism all
You
at
doing
the
all
same
this?
time. At the same fucking time.
Jeez, Mike.
Sweating, shitting, throwing up.
Wait.
Hitting my
Shitting?
molar
You
with
shitting your
two-
pants?
Yes.
Really?
Bro, just imagine you have coronavirus times like 1,000. That's what a withdrawal from an actual.
Wait, but I'm not
narcotic
trying to be
feels
disrespectful at all. This is a serious question.
Yeah,
Why shit your pants?
because you lose control of your bowels.
What drug made you do that?
Opiates, getting withdrawals from opiates.
Okay.
Imagine you're in a. I can't believe we got to this. Imagine you're in a ball.
I can't believe if you go on Amazon, you could buy this right now and know the depth of it.
Imagine you're in a fetal position for a week with no control over anything.
Are you in pain?
Severe pain. It's a flu that will not go away. That is a 10 out of 10.
How long
flu.
does this last?
5 to 7, maybe 10 days.
When I was, I will say, when I was like sitting there in bed awake, and by the way, all I was doing was sitting there awake.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
like fucking shitting my pants. I did say to myself, yo, you're being a pussy, bro. This ain't that bad. Like Mike's been through the ringer.
But it
of
is
withdrawal.
worth noting, and you brought it up for a good reason, that there is evidence to support that there are some physical and psychological withdrawals from marijuana, and I think a lot of people play that down.
That's what I'm saying. That's
But
what I'm
I've heard
saying.
so many people talk about it, and I, obviously I gave up smoking weed and went back and forth when I was 16, 17, 18, so I remember it a little bit. But insomnia,
Yeah.
usually you're knocked out from the weed. Yeah. Lack of appetite, usually you have a huge appetite because of the weed. And there's been a lot of people, I think Rogan's talked about this at some point. There's a lot of people who give up weed and they start to feel exactly what you're feeling. I'd say stay in there, champ. Go to Marijuana Anonymous and go to an MA meeting.
Well,
doesn't exist.
well, I'm a little-
I don't think it exists.
pretty headstrong. Like when I cut out cold turkey, like I'm done.
Yeah, I love when he talks about this because then he brings up video games. Watch. Go ahead.
Video games are
I used
great.
to be addicted to video games.
Yeah.
2-3 years taught me what.
Dude, you
addiction-
know what's funny is because I know what he feels like. I played RuneScape for like 14 hours a day.
Join the club, fam.
Dude, that was a great time in my life.
Streaming video games is the fucking future. I'm just gonna. It is
For
people
who?
are-
You or just people like?
It's gonna happen.
Oh, you
man.
starting to
It's
stream?
gonna
each-
happen.
It's hard, dude.
I know.
I
But
can't
you know,
believe how hard it is.
I'm ripping 2-3 hours of Warzone a night right now. I've gotten decent.
Mike, you suck.
I suck.
Guys,
I told Lana that if she plays Sims, do you think she could be the biggest female streamer on the
Without
platform?
a doubt, if she plays Sims, bro, she's hilarious. Just making these
told you,
little
bro.
Sim characters just fuck each other all the time.
She
and
said, what if she
make
makes you
babies
like
and-
all of us and plays Sims with all of us as the
genius?
That would go crazy,
Genius.
dude.
Logan,
George,
I
she's
texted
great.
you something.
Just now.
I texted you my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
You know how
Having
people
a
like
finger in my ass.
Mike, that was for you. I didn't say fucking Logan.
Ready to start your business?
No, that was loud, and I am ready to start my business.
That hurt my ear. So here's the thing. A lot of people, before you even put that up there, a lot of people listen to ASMR. They go, hey, welcome back. And then it helps them fall asleep. I'm not going to lie. I made fun of these people. I was like, this is the weirdest thing. You guys are freaks of nature. And then I started watching them. And then I am a freak of nature. I'm obsessed.
You love ASMR?
Love it, bro. I
love
dude,
soap
bro, it
cutting
got
videos.
weird. I don't even want to get into how weird it gets.
Was
Right?
it- no, come on.
No, I had a guy literally pretend he was a doctor in my ear for like 2 hours. Like, but like this. Hey, okay, so like you're gonna give you a prescription, and then it's gonna be. Oh wait, never mind.
do you get a boner? Like,
Well, I actually listened to it with my girlfriend, and
Do you
yes,
guys both get boners?
while we're together. But
I want to hear more about that.
But I listened, and my girlfriend, she did a thing for me because I got obsessed with people eating food quietly and listening to the cruncher stuff. I saw this one, a mozzarella Doritos. You know those hot Doritos mozzarella things?
Yeah, sure.
She made them for me, and I was eating it slow and stuff. And then I was like, "Fuck it! What happens if I eat it fast?" Right?
Yeah.
And then I was in bed. Maybe not. I was high. I don't know. Probably. I was. And I looked up eating fast food fast. Bro. Dude, I hope these people love me on the new podcast.
Bro, they're going to. How could you
What
not?
are you saying?
You fit in perfectly.
Rewind. Wait, first of all, how are you so far up there? Have you watched this video before?
No, that's what you sent me.
It started at 5:23. You
don't know
sent
what
him a
to tell you.
timestamp, man.
I could start it.
Where do you
You're
want me to
accused.
start?
Don't accuse the one
Just
slot.
start from.
Okay. Start when he starts. How about that?
One.
I got it. Watch.
Look at this fucking animal. Look at him.
Is there a system? Is that a system?
What do you mean a system? He is a system. He's a one-man system. Look at this.
So he just eats fast food
He's
fast.
gonna eat this whole thing under a minute, bro.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I ate an entire head of lettuce. I want to see him do that.
I'd rather see the
The
lady
only
smash
thing
her
you
head
can
into
do
the-
under a minute is nut. So pay attention and
Ooh.
watch.
So, hey, some women.
prefer that.
No woman prefer. No woman's like, yeah, he gave it to me nice and fast.
You'd be
What if they got somewhere to be?
You'd be surprised. Also,
That's true.
there are girls out there who find it quite complimentary that you came fast.
Your girl, her perfect time limit is what, like 6 to 8
What'd she
minutes? I
say?
heard her
Was
say
it
once.
8 minutes?
6 to 8 minutes. I was like, damn, bro.
I'm 35. That's perfect for me. But
Oh,
I'll do a
you-
couple rounds. We
you
talked
are
about this.
spoiled.
We talked about
No,
this. But
no,
you
bro,
do
same-
once a
same-
week.
same with you-
No. He
Oh.
does a 30-minute session with candles and shit. What'd you say? Like once every 4 or 5 days?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. 'cause
I do
people listen to
multiple
it, but-
8-minute sessions a day. You know, I told you.
No,
We're
that's
different.
not healthy.
No, we're
and
separate.
also I
We
have
have
shit to
different
do.
thoughts.
What the fuck are you doing during the day?
Bro, it's
Can you
8
find 8
minutes.
minutes?
8 minutes.
You ever heard of 8-minute abs?
Yes.
8 minute sex.
8-minute sex, the same fucking thing, dude. You fit them in when you can. You get it where you can get it. So you wake up in the morning.
I
get
mean,
it.
that's easy for you to say. You're fucking Blue Chew every day. You're fucking popping that brand deal.
And by the way,
Is it today?
I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, that would have been a great. What's the brand today?
What is it? We'll cut to it now.
Oh fuck! I hate gambling shit. Can I leave?
We'll
for
cut that too. No, we're gonna leave that. Wow. So yeah, this guy just eats food fast. It's cool, man.
Dude, look how skinny he is. What the fuck?
I sent you a video today too. That was much more on topic.
Yeah. This is what I mentioned earlier.
Oh, sorry, I'm not a seasoned co-host.
First
Fucking
of all,
out of
you're-
here.
No, stop. You're fucking incredible.
You're great.
George.
We love you. Nah, don't shut the laptop.
people
you don't
love
even
you.
use anyway. Come on. Where was this, Mike? Alabama.
All right, so supposedly this got shared on Complex XXL magazine. Supposedly this is a concert that happened in Alabama this past week.
This was This was Bryce Hall's concert.
Bryce Hall was up to
Yeah.
this. You're saying it was the TikTok kids are back at it. So I'm watching this video today on Twitter. This lady is just having a blast. None of these people have masks on, and I'm thinking to myself, I couldn't sit inside a restaurant with my girlfriend in New York City last night. I had to sit outside in 40-degree weather, separated by 20 feet from the table next to me, and it just got me thinking about this godforsaken That was a lot of spit, huh?
That was so much
It's
spit.
fine.
The COVID-ridden spit. This coronavirus response is crazy.
It's crazy.
The most boggling thing ever, state by state, let the state decide. Yesterday, the CDC posted on their website that the virus can aerosolize, spread farther than 6 feet, and linger on surfaces for extended periods of time, which is counter what we've thought up until now.
Mike, what is aerosolize?
It means
At
it
what
can go,
point?
it could stay airborne. But then today the CDC deleted that. They deleted it off the website. Like a tweet. Like they said,
Shut up.
yeah. And now everybody's on Twitter like, yo,
Do you
did
know
the
why? Do you know why they
administration make
deleted
them
it?
do that? Like, because it was going to create a botch, people getting more scared when we
Nope.
want to reopen the country.
Nope. They would say, "Fuck it, we're not doing this anymore," and everybody's out on the streets. That's what would happen.
No,
You know,
I know, but then
100%.
there are certain people in the current government that want that.
They want people to say,
They
"Fuck
want the coronavirus, the pandemic response to end so that the country can get back to
Yeah.
its economic heights.
it." Yeah.
It's a wild time. It's a wild time.
So
No
wait,
one
why
knows.
did we bring this up? Like, who started this? Who's singing?
I'm not going to call her out. I'm not a snitch.
Do you know? Do you know?
I actually
I have no
don't.
idea. But it's,
Oh, so this
it's
is a
weird.
random video.
It's weird, bro. It's crazy. The new normal, bro. I remember we talked about this 6 months ago, and you said, "Yo, it's gonna be this thing called the new normal."
New normal.
And
Dude.
now it is normal that everyone's wearing a mask. I feel like I can't really connect with anyone. I have no idea what anyone looks like.
They're not.
Yeah.
Not a single motherfucker in that crowd is wearing a mask.
Have you guys
They are
seen-
packed in at capacity.
Sardines.
Like sardines in a concert. It just, I don't know what's right. Like, this is one of the first times in my life where I remember not really having an opinion anymore. But at the same time, with so much disinformation about this pandemic, what is fucking real at this point?
I got yelled at on you were there in Colorado on a walk.
Yeah, outdoor walk.
Dude, outdoors and
Biggest Karen I've seen in my
biggest
days.
Karen ever. Dude, we had 10 feet between us, and between me and Karen, thousands of acreage. Just
We were in the middle of a park.
just
a
Colorado.
a
It's the
national
Flatirons.
Yeah,
We don't have our masks on. It's our group. We're just minding our business.
because we're outside alone.
Bro, this lady walks by 10 feet from me, and she scoffs at our entire group.
Where are the masks? Hello.
I said, what? I said, what? I cannot believe we're in such a disheveled state. Never in my life. And how long is it going to last? Because this is where I'm getting concerned. Because I read somewhere that they will not have a vaccine readily available for
End of
all
2021.
Americans till the end of 2024.
2024 for distribution, widespread distribution.
Brother, I can't wait that long. I can't. I got.
Have you
things
guys
to
ever
do.
watched your old vlogs? I was watching my old vlogs the other day, and I was like
hate it.
dapping people up and hugging them, and I was like, "Whoa, that's so weird."
Risky.
No
so
more,
risky.
No more connectivity. No more connectivity, bro.
I feel like it's separating us.
What's
as
the
people?
the biggest thing is that I noticed I'm a man. I like handshakes. My dad, day one, you're gonna say
Handshakes.
please, thank you, and you do a firm handshake.
Now they do this.
No more handshakes. Sometimes they get elbows. Sometimes it's
Do you ever get
full-
the weird arm? They go,
yeah
Yeah,
no,
weird
that's what I'm
arm.
saying. The weird arm.
Yeah,
"What the
weird
fuck
arm.
are you
Leg-
doing, buddy? Just
leg
say you don't
kicks.
want it."
Right.
It's crazy.
But you're making it sound too like meeting people and shaking hands was the worst thing we were doing with people fucking 2 years
Also,
ago.
just wash your
Are you
hands. It's not like I'm
fucking
walking
kidding
up
me?
and spitting in your mouth.
Well, that happens
Well, maybe
too.
sometimes you
Not
are.
usually,
You're at
no,
a
that
high
keep doing it.
nightclub. You see a girl you like. You walk up, spit in her mouth.
That's how Belle and I met. Actually,
That's what I'm saying.
It was at an
That's cool.
Arby's.
That's what I'm saying.
Arby's
It was at
parking
an
lot.
Arby's.
I went to an Arby's recently. I was mad disappointed.
And then she said, "Oh my god, I how crazy!" And I was like, "Let's get out of here."
That's dope, man.
And
That's
then I got
dope.
her a vegan
Well, what were you
burger.
gonna say? Because I don't want to. Because now you're talking about fast food.
Well, I was just gonna say Arby's. I was disappointed.
We got
Like
the
in,
beef.
in Ohio, like the roast beef.
Yeah.
It was so good, and I had one recently because my CPK, my California Pizza Kitchen,
Right.
didn't show up because fuck Postmates. Because
Right.
Postmates fucks up three out of 5 orders. Fuck Postmates.
Wow.
I
of mine.
love Postmates.
And so I angrily drove Josie, just like, bro, pissed. I sped to Arby's. I panicked, and I had it. And I was equally as pissed because it sucks,
Dude, have you ever had Whataburger or Waterburger, what the fuck it's called?
No.
Careful with what you're about. You understand this is a massive part of my life.
Wait for it.
Okay.
It was it's 3-4 blocks away from my house.
In
Not-
Arizona, right?
Yes,
Okay.
one. There's only one.
Yep.
Nobody in their nobody eats there. No one. Not a person. That I
Oh
grew-
no.
that
No,
I-
I'm sorry. What do you have behind your
Yeah,
back?
he's about to do
David has something. Bro,
David.
no, brother. Did I just see a fucking card?
No,
What do you have?
it's just a Charizard PSA 9 that just got eaten by your dogs.
Let me see. The
No.
How did they get this card?
No.
It was the one that just got delivered.
No.
Drop an F in the chat, boys. How much is that card worth?
I don't want to know.
How much is that card? How much was that card worth?
Do you have insurance on it?
No, I don't.
How much was that card worth, Logan Paul, from Logan Paul Vlogs? Or what used to be Logan Paul Vlogs? until
Why
he
don't I
stopped
tell you how
uploading?
much I bought it for?
Yeah.
Because it's appreciated since I bought it. Because Pokemon, I gotta tell you what, is a booming industry that I'm getting involved in.
You probably you should.
It's
cut
worth
that.
more now,
Not anymore.
but I bought it for $1,200. I'll take the loss. I swear to God, no,
oh.
this isn't. It's not a first edition. That's why this is base set. It's called a base set Charizard
God.
PSA
Fuck
9.
you. You built that up so
fucking
hard.
I lost 12,000 or 1,200 bucks. Did I say 1,200 or 12,000?
1,200.
1,200. I lost 1,200 bucks basically right here. Guess what? I had a Red Cheeks Pikachu that's worth $20,000 that they almost got into. They
The
fucked
case
up,
protected
They
it.
fucked up my Steelix. Steelix is fucked. The case protected the Red
Yeah.
Cheeks Pikachu. What happens? So the USPS lady, because this has happened 3 times now, they slide under the door and the dogs are like, I'll go ahead and take this package. Brother, this is a fucking disaster. Dog, I saw this behind your back. My heart dropped.
Well, because
I thought you guys were going to haze me again and smack me with something. I got so nervous.
Oh, my God.
You good?
This sucks. Well, it sucks because it's, hey, you got to love Charizard. I feel more bad for Charizard. Like, dude,
Right.
we love Charizard.
Hey, on a better...
Oh! Which one was it? Which dog?
Broly. You can tell by his bite.
What? So what is it? What is this? A 6 now? A 4?
Nah, that's a
2.
That's a 2, 3. Yeah, we just.
I mean,
lost it.
it's got. Can you zoom in on the slobber? That's still. Look at my finger. Does it shining? Is it glistening with slob? It's just. Ew! It flew off my.
This is no.
Did you see that? Oh! It's everywhere. Your Pokemon card is slobbering everywhere, bro.
Dude,
Oh no!
that is
Fuck
gross.
It's an art piece.
Or do we give it away? To the audience?
It's part of the show now.
Okay.
Bro. Also, where did I put my license plate?
Hey.
Is it over there somewhere?
You did bring it on. I saw that.
I was gonna say I feel really bad because I heard the doorbell and completely ignored it.
You fucking motherfucker!
I completely don't.
Hey, I love how he just came in just to shit on you a little bit more. I could have stopped that from happening, but I chose not to.
Charizard is no longer minty.
Could be worse.
Dog. I thought he had the first edition. Brother, that's a $35,000-$40,000
I was gonna say he could be Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda's been in jail for 6 years.
And his parole just got denied.
Denied.
Yeah.
Because he has 11 infractions while in jail, from drug possession to having a shank. That's good, Millen.
Oh, here,
Thanks
toss
so
that.
much.
Hey.
That's what I was saying.
This is from my car that we gave Joseph. I'm gonna make this another art piece.
But you remember, you call her Heffany?
I call her.
6 fucking years.
Wait, what
Wasn't that was the Shmurda song, right?
Nah, fam,
Oh,
that was Young Ma.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut that.
No, leave it. Fuck it. I make mistakes all the time on this show. People will call me out for it.
Hey,
hot. I can't say the name of the song.
Yeah, you got it right.
My bad.
Look,
Sorry.
look,
Wow.
We've been going for
Damn,
so
and
long.
in New York, dude. Yeah, my brain's
I'll
turning.
say it again. We've been going for so long.
Connecticut.
I'll go one more time.
It's Connecticut.
We've been going for so long, and I have so many other topics to talk about, but typically Impulsive doesn't last this long, which is great. That means you do a phenomenal job at driving conversation.
great
We
job,
love you. We
Great
love
job,
you.
George.
Janko, thank you for your first and another phenomenal episode of Impulsive. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you thought in the comments, and we will see you next week. Take it easy. Bye.